today's video report with Eleonore. She comes back on the notion of sustainability in watchmaking and in jewelry with an interview with Caroline Scheufeule, co-president and artistic director of Chopard. So what does it mean? What kind of new responsibility luxury brands have in terms of provenance of materials used? Let's find out with Eleonore, who interviewed Madame Scheufeule during the very glamorous Cannes Film Festival. Yes, quite chic, right? So let's go.
How does it feel to be the first brand in the industry to have been involved that much in the sustainable program in terms of watches and jewelry?
Well, you know, it's been a journey that started some 7 years ago when I met Livia first in LA, and her husband got the Oscar for the King's Speech. He was wearing a beautiful Look timepiece. And in the same conversation, she all of a sudden said, "But Caroline, where does your gold come from?" I said, "I suppose from UBS or Credit Suisse, I have no clue." Actually, but before I finished my answer, I sort of knew where she was going to take me. In Baselworld, we're able to announce that we will be able to work only with ethical gold, which doesn't mean it's all fair mined, but we also recycle. We are in the luxury business, so I think luxury should be transparent, first of all. I think
Should be.
I think if somebody gives you an engagement ring and you get married, normally everything is transparent, so it should also be transparent to know how your piece has been produced, with what materials. You want to know that there were no kids working on it. But it's a long way, and also it takes us across the world. And the governments have to participate too. It's harder for the jewelry, but the diamond industry is pretty much already controlled and has regulations, and we only work with RTC diamond companies. And now, for example, in the case of Kalahari, the mine in Botswana was the first to be certified fair mine diamond mining. And however, the colored stones is a whole different world. But we're working on it step by step. Every year we add one stone. This year we added the Pyraiba, which was on Julian Moore. For making watches, we need the raw material is all gold or platinum, and that's it, or steel, or
each
titanium.
watch component, even like the barrels or
all of this is made in Switzerland. Basically in-house. So that's very easy to control. This is we have less
coming in.
Things coming in from the outside. Once it hits us, it's easy. Once it's with us in the company, it's pretty easy.
You control. You're
we
the
control
mother
from
and
A to Z
everything.
because everything is made in-house. It's the supply chain before which is more complicated. If it's high jewelry, it's still also easier because one person is working on the piece with the gold. He does from A to Z. But when it goes to the production, like the watch cases,
they cannot be just one person working on the watch.
Then we have to separate. And they get we're taking this very serious. So every piece gets a certificate, and the first pieces was difficult because we also had to convince our employees, the people in the ateliers, in the production, that this is the future.
Do you think other brands can join such a program?
I think there's a lot of movements going on now, because maybe also a bit thanks to what we have been doing with the media and showing that it can be done. And there's also a lot of the banks which actually buy the gold, which have programs now for philanthropic investments on sustainability, and a lot of people are going that way. So
because it has become a society problem more than just an industry problem.
And if the banks get involved, because they have maybe even more power,
it will go more
then
viral.
It will go much faster, and it will just. But it's like, when you have a big ship and it's going somewhere, it takes a long way to stop and to turn around. Luxury is a choice, a nice watch or a nice piece that you buy, you fall in love with. But on top, if you know that this piece has been produced in a way that you can really trace to the very beginning, there is much more value. It's for the next generation. It's for the change of the planet. It's for everything that it costs has been absorbed by us. It's not put on the price.
And if we move to the actual collection, the high jewelry collection, I was told that this year's collection was based on your travels and dreams.
There's a lot of pieces which are actually inspired by nature, the orchid earrings that Kate Blanchett was wearing, or a lot of things with nature or by the ocean. Or
I could see a lot of beads, a lot of briolets, very natural and organic shapes, a combination of titanium and gold.
and colors. I think it's very colorful. I think there's not one
It's
color you
lively.
don't find in the collection.